Okay, so let's see what we've got here. I'm going to take a list of my files, and I see there's a songs.tar file, and there's a songinfo.sh. Let's take first the songinfo.sh, and we're going to change mode plus x songinfo.sh. And when you take a look at that now, it's an executable file. Okay, let's take the songs file and we'll say tar minus xvf songs.tar, and it should have taken 5 MP3 files. You can see them there. They're all listed. Okay, great. Now, what I'd like to do is get those 5 MP3 files into one little text file. That's going to be a little bit of work. Just their names, I'm saying. So ls minus b star.mp3, that will give me those, except that it doesn't give them to me in a nice list like I want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and I'm going to pipeline it to the tr command, the translate command, and I'm going to translate a space into a new line, /n, \n. Now when I do that, you can see they are now all in a list. That of course won't do it until I add the redirector command to redirect that to songs.txt. Now you didn't see anything, but of course when I do an ls minus s or minus l, I'll see the songs.txt down the bottom. Now I have a program called songinfo.sh. Let's take a look at what that program does. First, it set up an in file equal to songs.txt. Alright, and then while read line do, I could have put a semicolon after line and had do on the same line, but I separated it this way. While read line do, it's going to do that until it's done. And this redirector means from the $in file, from the in file, which is of course songs.txt. So I'm going to read line by line on that songs.txt, and we can see songs.txt is just those songs, just a list of those. So it's going to read one line at a time. And what it's going to do is add .txt to that line. That's a little bit weird, I'll grant you, because then we would have something like ABBA winner takes it all.mp3.txt. But that's going to be the new file name. And I'm going to set up an if then else and end if. End ifs are really fi. So what's the conditional going to be? If it exists, that file. If it exists, then we've already done the job. We don't need to do anything else. So we're just going to say echo the file exists. But if it doesn't exist, then I'm going to run this exiftool, taking whatever the line is, that's the MP3 file, and redirecting, that's the input with the exiftool, and it's going to send it to file. That new name, remember, has a .txt on it. And then it just says the file's been created. Now once I'm all done with that, I'm just going to echo, which is a blank line is what that's going to do, and then echo all finished. So let's see what happens when I go /, that's the current directory, songs.sh. That was the wrong file, songs.sh. What I really needed was songinfo.sh. Let's see what happens. Those text files are all created. In fact, if I take a look, I should see them. Now the real question is what is in, for instance, Pink Floyd Education.mp3.txt. So I am going to cat Pink Floyd Education .mp3.txt. And what you'll see is a whole bunch of stuff about it. Let's try this. ABBA winner takes it all.mp3.txt. And there we can see, for instance, the genre is pop, the title is Winner Takes It All, the artist is ABBA. We can see that the duration is 4 minutes and 59 seconds. So it gives us a lot of information about those various songs. Now, I do have a much more complicated version, because if I didn't want to have Pink Floyd Education.mp3.txt, if I wanted to get rid of the .mp3, it would take a little bit more work. That is what songs.sh is. And I'm not going to teach that because it's a little bit more advanced, but for some students they might be interested in seeing this. It actually creates a function here called new name, and it takes the first parameter equal to answer, get the length of that answer, subtract 4 from that length. Why? Because .mp3 is 4 characters, and then add the .txt to it. So that's what that's going to do, that little function. You probably haven't really covered functions much in programming class, so this is certainly only extra stuff for the people that are a little bit more advanced, and it'll do a fairly similar thing. It's just slightly different the output. So that what happens is, let me change mode plus x songs.sh, and now if I do /songs.sh, you'll see that the files don't have the .mp3 in their name. And I'm going to do ls-l star.txt. It's all the same files, except some have .mp3 and some don't in the file names.